EricGamblezz.
Yeah. Shout out EricGamblezz. Congratulations. Your name will be in the rafters forever. That's what I told him.
Rafters forever.
Yeah, in the rafters forever. As the first inaugural champion.
How did he do it?
To be honest,
I actually looked through his bets today as I was verifying everybody's.
Of course.
Dude, he didn't place a bet the entire month that was less than 2 units. Pretty interesting.
I actually did the same thing.
So I think lesson learned there.
Yeah.
And how to win this thing. All his losses are 2 units. He also rarely, and I mean rarely, placed a bet that was minus odds. And if he did place a bet that was minus odds, he combined 2 legs and to 2 legs of massive favorites.
Interesting. So basically, he was just plus money hunting.
Plus money hunting, and if he went minus, he generally always did 2 legs.
Wow.
He had a couple spots like McNeese in here and just like tournament spots that were random, but rare that he didn't do 2 legs. So very interesting.
That is interesting.
He also had a lot of big. He had a lot of big wins too. On Saturday, he hit a 3-leg plus 206 parlay.
For how many units?
Phillies, Mets, Rays for 2 units, so it turned into 6.18. But he did that like a couple times. Yep, Ole Miss, Purdue plus 264, Alabama, Florida plus 257. He hit a 4-leg for 8 units, so he did hit. What did I say the winner would end up with? Did I say 80 to 100 at the beginning of? I'm pretty sure I said 80 to 100. Yeah, so I was pretty much right on. But yeah, I mean, he just got red hot hitting parlays. Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's a strat, you know? All plus money, just kind of chase it down, and especially with that's what just I couldn't end up doing is I just didn't want to put out that many lays. And like I said, I forgot to put in plays for 2 days of the last week, or I guess last week technically, going into the last week. So,
only hit at 48%.
That hurts.
So he hit.
Well,
he hit basically.
That makes sense though. That would add.
Yeah,
that would add.
It was just getting plus money. The other guys in the top 5. Or the top 3, Frankie J and Lynch's Locks, hit at 67% over the month.
Frankie J had an insane last day.
They get 150, 102, and 51.
Yeah, like he had a crazy last day to leapfrog up there.
Yeah, I mean we were with him in Vegas. He was red hot in Vegas, bro. I was tailing a lot of his plays.
That's what I heard. Everything he touched turned to gold in Vegas is what I kind of what I heard.
But to recap the top 5, EricGamblezz number 1. Yep. Congrats to him. He won $2,000.
Jeez.
Second place goes to Lynch's Locks. And then 3, Frankie J. Jake's Locks came in 4. He climbed up the leaderboard. He had an insane last week, I think, if you had been following him. And then number 5, Ian Robel. Well done. Well done.
I even said that in my tweet today. I was like, basically like, thanks to everybody that, competed in this. This was a thought and then was locked in.
A couple small shout outs. The Beak also stuck with it. The Beak certified good better, I think. Didn't have a good performance in the tournament, down 32 units. But shout out the Beak.
Certified funny.
Some other strong performances. A top 10 from BjCovers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Gotta respect that.
Up 29 units. Really.
I don't know how he lost it all, being as sharp as he is. Makes you wonder. Did he ever lose it all to begin with?
Is it just a ploy? Is it just a story to gain followers and clout? We're watching you, BJ.
I think he's actually, I don't really know all the drama. I think he's done with Elf, right? Done with the Elf show or something? He's not doing the timestamps anymore.
He is?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
What happened there?
Not sure. I think they had a fallout.
He went pro on SoBet?
Well, maybe that's his next move.
Started making so much money from his VIP.
That's his next move.
Another strong performance I want to highlight. Man of the Vag with the top 10, number 8, slid in at number 8, up 39.68 units.
Sure.
And he's got a new logo. It's a baseball mitt.
No longer Otani's old translator?
No, it's a baseball mitt. Here, I'll show you.
Sure, bring it up.
It's a baseball mitt that I think it's meant to be a
nifty little one.
Like a play on words.
Maybe that is what that is. Interesting.
Yeah.
I will say this. I slid into Man of the Libraries thing last night because he does like the library hour or whatever, right? I'm like, let's see what these guys are talking about, right? Because this is, I swear to God, I'm not trying to do this, but this is supposed to be like the smart show, right? This is supposed to be the show that, whatever, like, it's supposed to be the smart gambling show where you're actually helping people out. I sat in there for 10 minutes, bro. And, like, you know what gets brought up right away? Is the torpedo bats.
Okay.
Right? So they start talking about the torpedo bats. This guy comes up and he goes, this is great information for all of us sharp guys. He goes, everybody's using these torpedo bats now. They're starting to use torpedo bats. The guys are hitting them way farther. They slid the barrel down so that way you can't get jammed anymore and you can just hit home runs. The guys like Aaron Judge is using them all the time. Look at Aaron Judge is hitting all these home runs. He's like, if they use a barrel bat, bet the over in the game until they ban them. And like the guy was talking about how sharp that is and how us sharps like can learn information from this and make money off it. Bro, I have not hopped in one of these spaces yet, right? That was the closest I've ever come to hopping in it,
the stats back it up?
No, they don't.
I also saw something that the torpedo bats have been used for years.
They've been used for over a year. They were used last year. Guess what? Francisco Lindor used the torpedo bat this weekend. Guess what he went? 0 for 11.
Well, you still got to hit the ball.
Still got to hit the ball. And newsflash, Aaron Judge has never used a torpedo bat. And that's all these guys were talking about for like a good couple minutes.
He's anti-pedo.
They literally go, hey, Aaron, are you going to use a torpedo bat? He goes, I think my body of work with this regular bat explains why I'm not going to change bats.
Are you anti-pedo?
No, I am okay with the pedos.
What?
Pedos. The pedo bats. Torpedo. You can see you guys are taking it out of context. But can I ask a question? Half of these guys sell picks. When do they actually do their research for the picks?
That's a good point.
That's what I always think, bro. Because, bro, these guys are in these spaces for like 10 hours. Bro, and that's like all night. When are they betting the pick? When are they placing their picks? Are these people literally like they just chase the closing line value, whatever way it goes. They just blindly bet it and post it. Like, that's what I feel like some of these guys do, bro. Because what the fuck are you doing on a space from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I don't understand.
What the fuck? When are fucking you posting these plays for people that pay for it? I mean, that's what gets me going. I swear to God. I don't know. One of these, that's why I'm just trying to stay out of the spaces. I just feel like I'll end up just getting into it with people, not trying to, but.
So who has a show now?
Library has one.
He has his own show?
Yeah, called the Library Hour. But apparently he's been doing it forever. I don't know. Sean Perry has a show now. He said he's going to do one every single time Elf does one. Omar, obviously, he's also doing his show. But his show is basically just like always talking about Elf show. So it's just like always a yin and a yang.
That one always, yeah.
Right? It's like always like those two are just talking
I like
about
Omar's show.
I think he's pretty fun. There's something about him that like cracks me up. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like something about like when he's not talking for a little bit and then he comes back in and he's just like, okay, like I got this.
Let's figure out what's going on here.
What's going on? And I don't know. Something about that does crack me up. So yeah, I think that's like the big four, I think, right?
I do think the Omar Lies account is so funny too, though, dude. Have you ever followed that account?
Wait. I might have just seen a tweet from that account for the first time, like today or yesterday.
It's so funny, bro. This account literally just follows Omar and just tweets out everything that is allegedly a lie.
Interesting.
And it has, look at lies. It has the Morgan Wallen lies.
Oh, that's funny.
His last tweet was 42 minutes ago. You can't say that I'm not a journalist because I am. This is a lie. Omar is not a journalist. Just such an obvious.
That is determined to be a lie.
And like this. If Omar was running this account himself, that would be genius. Like, that would be genius.
Anyways, I think that's pretty much everything that we got to talk about that's, like, kind of happened lately. I mean.
Yeah. Next competition, when is it going to get announced?
Pretty soon. Yeah, we're going to do a 7-day competition.
That's going to be so sick.
Yeah. It's going to come up in a couple weeks. 7-day. A little bit shorter. Yeah, we'll come up with the prize money, too.
Love it.
But
love it.
Gonna be roughly the same style. We're gonna have an improved platform for it too. We'll put it all out though. All right.
Well, we'll announce the next competition soon. So obviously follow us on our socials. SoBet. And I think that's
it.
That's all we got.